let's get start demo first. So this is same series of that Azure deployment. So here I will just deploy HTTP trigger function, how we can easily deploy our HTTP trigger function using that drag and drop. So this is our application, Azure function app. Once you click over here, see it is a running, it should be a running mode, right? And go back over here. When you scroll down, you will see the function I just deployed, that is name as function one. And if you go back to over here, and definitely you will get that function URL. So once I click that function URL, click that, copy this, and go to your in any next tab, click, hit enter. Now see your application, your function actually returning this output. And as well as you can just check out with the postman as well. So open any postman, pass it your function URL, and just it is a get endpoint. So let me send, you will return back to your data. So you will get this data over here as well. So that will implement, and that how we can do that easily. So before starting this session, I especially recommend, if you don't have any subscription and all, go to my channel. You will get that many deployment Azure deployment series is going on, that also I'll just covered in this before that session. And also this is especially recommend, go to this guy, how we can get that Azure subscription without any credit card and all, and it is free for the lineage perspective. So check out this one, and then you can start the implementation. Let's get start implementation. So just log in, you have to log in portal.azure.com here. And what you need to do, simply you have to just go to that function app, and you can, if you're not able to see over here, you can just search over here function app. Once I create that function app, and here you can just see the option create. So that just create, click that on create, use that resource group and make it your Azure function name. So my first function would be Azure deployment, and what would be the name? Azure deployment HTTP trigger function, right? I just make it to Azure deployment HTTP trigger function, use that code, and choose over here runtime. I just use .NET, and also there's a version, which version you want. I just use 8, right? And use whatever reason, and use the window. And this is a plan, right? So which plan you want? So I'll just use simply consumption plan over here for the demonstration perspective, but yeah, whatever you have, you can just use it. So once you're done, create. So once your deployment is completed, click that go to resource, and here once you click this guy, now your app function is running now, right? But here is nothing right as of now. So what you need to do, next step, open your Visual Studio, and here just create a new project, choose Azure function over here, and also you can choose in a search box, choose this guy, and go to here, and then just make it your name, Azure deployment and HTTP trigger function, right? And just create next. And here you have to see there's a function worker is like whatever the isolation version, you can use it, whatever .NET framework. And then this is a function type. So what kind of thing, there's a many type over here, but yeah, everything will deploy one by one. So I have to use as of now HTTP trigger function. So if you don't know what is the HTTP trigger function all, you can check out my channel. You definitely will get many things. HTTP trigger, create. Now your application is ready, function app is ready, right? And if you go click on that function, so definitely you will see over here, let me bring back over here, see your function is ready. But as of now authorization level is function, let me change it to over here something anonymous. Don't worry about that, I'll just cover this session as well. This is a big session. I'll just show you like how we can authenticate our function app while after deployment. So how we can validate using the token and all, right? So as of now just keep it anonymous, okay? And that's all. And let me just run this function in locally and see how we can get the output. Now see, your function is running and listening on this port, right? This local host and API and then function. Once you click that, see, once you click this guy, so whatever output over there, you will get that output, right? As your function is functioning. And also here, see, it is running. And if you go to that code, and it is simply written this welcome to Azure function, right? And if I want to change something, for example, welcome to Azure function to deploy on Azure portal, right? So let me just change it to this, okay? And let me run one more time so that we can just identify, okay, this is not default function, right? Okay, function is running, and here see our is changed right now over here. What I need to do now, this function I have to do, I have to deploy it, right, by using drag and drop. So what I need to do, again, use the simple approach, right click, publish, and choose folder. Next, change the name, go to my PC, and whatever a place you can use, I just use function hosting one, create a new folder, and Azure deployment http trigger function, right, and make it that folder. Okay, publish all the stuff inside this. Okay, this is done, close. Now it's done. Now click that publish. Now publish succeed, right? And also you can make sure it's publish succeed. Now go back to your folder where actually you just put that, right? So where is that folder? Open my folder here, hosting one, and this is my folder, right? And this is all those files. Okay, so what I need to do, simply control A, right click, go to the options, send back, make it a zip folder, and make it to Azure deployment http trigger function. And just now go back to your Azure portal, and here what I need to do, simply you have to just click this guy. And here again, what need to do, simply you have to just put SCM, right? Let me show, zoom in for you. Yeah, after your application name, and then you just put .scm, and that Azure website .net, right? So like this, hit enter, it will redirect to actually your, now it's redirecting to your kudo interface, right? And here is the many things, I will not going to inside anything, but yeah, we are focusing deployment. So what you need to do, go to tools, click that zip, and here zip publish deployment, click on that. Once you land over here, make sure your URL is correct, zip deploy UI, and bring back your zip folder over here, and just drag and drop. That's it. Now deployment successful. Over here all the files and folders over there, right? And go back to your function over here, right? This is your URL, and once you click again, definitely it should be again, running mode, right? So make sure it is running mode, then go back to your function app over here. Now scroll down, you are able to see the function tab, right? There's a many tab. And also here, see the notification tab, there should not be any error, right? So click that function tab. Once you click that function tab, you are able to see this function, click on that. Once you click, you will get your function over here, and here you will get that your URL. So click on that, get URL, and this is your URL. So copy that, and you can just hit it directly over here because it is a public, it is a query string or get endpoint, so that is fine. But you can use, see, you can use as a postman as well. So let me open as a postman. So let me create a new HTTP request, and here just simply you can just, or just you can pass it whatever name, right? So for example, query parameter is, for example, name, and the name is, my name is Karthik, right? And get endpoint, it is just send it, welcome to Azure portal. So these are, you can get it, that means your function is working fine, right? So go back to your portal now, see, your function is returning output, right? So like this way actually you can easily deploy your function, right, using that drag and drop. And yeah, that's all for this session. Thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.